Hello and welcome. I just finished a channeling, and when I came off, I am encouraged to go back in. I'm being asked to channel. I was told it is the creators that wish to come through at this time. So I'm just going to go into that state, if you just give me a few minutes, and we will see what they wish to bring through for our message today. Arikatai ko aratai. Shosh aradinaya oratai. Kokrata. Kokratarhi arati. No karat. No karatati. Arana. Arana widananaya ko awa anakatai. Tish aratinaya ko karata. Shish aranai. Shish aranai. Arikatai. 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 We wish to address the elephant in the room today, as you may say in your humanness. The elephant that we refer to is the reflection of yourself that you have been turning away from in fear of the realization of who you are at the true core of your essence, which indeed is love. I'm losing my trance, and simply I'm going to talk to you guys. I'm able to channel without okay, I'm just going to do this as it naturally comes to me, because I find that I am a much more authentic channel when I work in the way that I work. So when they first came in, they showed me the elephant, and they said they would like to address the elephant in the room. But at the same time, I saw this enormous spider, which I spoke about in my last channeling, that was brought in as far as talking to me about being a dream weaver and a web weaver. I have been having a lot of dreams that are really speaking to me, bringing me really powerful message within that dream time. Astral traveling to different dimensions and things. And I know you're here and you believe this, or you wouldn't be here. You would be on my channel if you didn't believe this. If you didn't believe in the multidimensional factor of who I am, and it has taken me a long time to be able to embrace that multidimensional factor of myself, and you are being encouraged in this moment to begin to embrace that within yourself as well. It is November. This is the 11th month, and we are on the 7th day when I'm recording this. That is a very, very divine number. 7 is divine. It speaks of our main chakras that we have. It also speaks of the 7 wonders of the world. It also speaks of the I believe there's 7 deadly sins as well. There, which you can't have one without the other. Okay, there is light and dark that exists in everything. So the elephant in the room that Spirit is really talking about is that transformation that we all have the ability to embrace and allow, and it's a really scary thing. And with that fear, they brought the spider, and they brought the spider to me because I really have a fear of spiders. And I'm going to tell you, I was out at what they call sip and paint. I just paint. I don't really sip, but I love the class. It's wonderful to go out there and to meet other beautiful souls. And while we were there, my art teacher told me that she had a snake on her deck an Eki. They are deadly poisonous. Like literally, if they bite you, your skin can basically, it's almost like an acid that eats at your skin. Very dangerous. I never considered myself to be in danger when I was at her house, but I was like, holy crap, an Eki? And I also want to bring forward, and Spirit is bringing forward the remembrance. I also had snake come into my artistry to paint a snake. And I have a deep kind of fear of a lot of snakes just simply because of I know the venomous that they carry, and there's also negative things that are associated with the snake as well, like the devil and all those things that are associated with it, even though that is not really the case at all. With the snake sheds its skin in order to grow, in order to transform, and we are really talking about a transformational energy that is really coming forward within, especially November here that we're talking about. November is all about, it's an 11 month, which is a master teacher for one thing. It is here for us to really look back and to glean the wisdom that we have had upon our journey of those things that we really had a desire to do. And maybe you didn't succeed at it in the way that you expected that you would succeed at it, but you were being asked to really take a look at that at a deeper level. For example, the elephant. What is the elephant in the room? What are you afraid of? The elephant is afraid of the mouse. The mouse is very small. What's the mouse going to do to the elephant? One step of the elephant, the mouse is gone. But yet the elephant fears the mouse. That is the fear, and that is the representation of the fear that we let something very, very small take us over so that we are afraid to move forward because there's a mouse in our path. When we have the power to be able to move past that very, very easily, and yet we build that mouse into something huge and scary. There's a lot of, what do you want to call them? Spirit. I guess we can say a lot of, fancy old wives' tales are like, let's address the elephant in the room, or those kinds of things. And we really have moved into a state of where we have become so fearful of everything, so incredibly fearful. We're afraid to step outside of our home for fear of what might be waiting there for us. But our fear is literally attracting that energy to us. And I know that's hard for us to understand, especially if you're beginning this spiritual journey. But we do attract those things that we must face. Everything reflects back to us to a certain degree. It has been an extremely long time since you have created from a state of joy, simple joy, loving what it is that you are creating, rather than creating from a state of necessity. By necessity, we speak of a monetary value that you are putting upon your creation, when creation is not inspired by the material aspect. Creation is inspired by joy, by love, by spark. The monetary income that may flow to you is because of the inspiration and the joy in which your creation was created. This is a very simple message of creation that has been spoken many times, and yet it is landing upon deaf ears. For within this society, the energy of money is so prominent that you are unable to find joy without it. All of your inspiration focuses toward what you may receive in return, rather than what the inspiration is. The inspiration is joy, is love. And when that is put out into the universe in its purest form, it will attract to it more love, more abundance, all of which will come in its truest form, without guilt, without shame, without repercussions. For you are creating and attracting your own frequency of love. It becomes a vibrational match, and that vibrational match cannot be denied. It cannot be taken, and it cannot be lost. They are showing me money that is glued to the project. And not being able to find the words, what they are saying is that that money is always attached to that project because it has been made in the purest form. So the money that is coming to you will continue to multiply as that inspiration and love grows from that project. Okay. They don't want to dwell on that anymore, and my brain is kind of going over saying, you got more, you got more, you got more. But they say that they are not here for a lecture. They are here just to bring you some encouragement to begin to create, just for the love of it, for the joy of it. So that is what I have for you today. That is not what I expected at all, but I guess it is what it is. And I thank you for your support, for your love. And please remember that I love you. And until next time, always remember to let love be your guide.